I know what you're thinking. What if I invest and it all crashes? Fair question. You've got £1,000. It's all you have. You're terrified of losing it. Before we go any further, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who's been investing small amounts for years and sharing what I've learned. Anything I say, you do your own research and make your own decisions. All right? Now, any proper financial advisor would tell you to split that £1,000 across different asset classes, stocks, bonds, maybe some gold, spread the risk. That's the sensible approach. But today, I'm going to show you someone doing it wrong. Completely wrong. We're going to take £1,000 and dump it all into one thing, the FTSE 100 stock market, at the absolute worst possible moment in history. All eggs in one basket. Terrible timing. Everything that could go wrong does go wrong. Why? Because if even that beats leaving it in the bank, then you need to seriously question what safe actually means. So let me show you the worst-case scenario with real numbers. The 2008 financial crisis, investing at the peak, October 12, 2007. The FTSE 100 hits its peak at 6,731 points. Banks are about to collapse. Northern Rock, RBS. The whole system's falling apart. And you? You inherit £1,000 that very day. And like an idiot, you invest it all in a FTSE 100 tracker fund. Literally the worst timing possible. Within months, it's carnage. By March 3, 2009, just 17 months later, the FTSE has crashed to 3,512 points. Your £1,000? It's now worth 520 quid. You've lost 480 pounds, nearly half your money. Gone. You're watching the news. Banks are being bailed out. People are losing their homes. The economy's in freefall. Everyone's telling you to sell before you lose everything. But you don't. You hold on. Here's what happens next. 1 year after you invested, October 2008, your £1,000 is worth about 700 quid. Still down 30%. Still terrifying. 3 years later, October 2010, you're at about 950 quid. Nearly back to where you started. But you've been through hell to get there. 5 years later, October 2012, you've got about £1,100. You're finally in profit. 10% up. And today, January 2026, the FTSE 100 just hit 10,000 points for the first time in history. Your £1,000 invested at the worst possible moment in 2007 is now worth about £1,490. That's a 49% gain. Now let's compare that to keeping it safe in the bank. If you'd put that £1,000 in a savings account in October 2007 at an average of 1.5% interest per year, you'd have about £1,290 today. But here's the kicker. Inflation over that same period? About 75%. Your £1,290 in the bank is worth about £737 in 2007 money. You lost £263 in real purchasing power. Meanwhile, your stock market investment, even buying at the absolute peak of the crash, is worth about £850 in real terms. You're still ahead. Let me say that again. You invested at the worst possible moment. You watched your money get cut in half, you held through the terror, and you still beat the bank account by over 100 quid in real terms. The COVID crash, recent memory, February 20th, 2020. COVID's about to lock down the world. The FTSE 100 is at about 7,500 points. You inherit £1,000, and again, like a fool, you dump it all into the market the day before lockdown. March 23, 2020, just 1 month later, the FTSE crashes to 4,994 points. Your £1,000? Worth 650 quid. Down 35% in 1 month. The world's ending. Pandemic. Lockdowns. Businesses collapsing. Everyone's panic selling. But you hold. 6 months later, September 2020, you're at about 900 quid. Still down 10%, but recovering. 1 year later, February 2021, you've got about £1,100. You're up 10%. 3 years later, February 2023, you're sitting at about 1,300 quid. 30% up. Today, January 2026, your £1,000 is worth about £1,333. The FTSE went from 7,500 to 10,000. 33% gain. In the bank at 1.5%, you'd have about £1,090 today. But inflation since February 2020 has been brutal. About 21% cumulative. Your £1,090 in the bank is worth about £900 in 2020 money. You lost 100 quid in real terms. Your stock market investment? Worth about £1,100 in real terms. You're up 100 quid after inflation. Again, invested at the worst moment, watched it crash 35% in a month, held through a pandemic, and still beat the bank. The pattern you need to see. Notice something? Even investing at the absolute worst times in recent history, the peak before the biggest crashes, you come out ahead within 3 to 5 years. And by 10 to 18 years, you've crushed the bank account. The crash is temporary. Inflation is permanent. Your safe bank account guarantees you lose money to inflation every single year. It's not a maybe. It's mathematical certainty. The stock market crashes are scary. They're brutal, but they recover. The bank account never recovers from inflation. But what about the risk? Everyone says that during every crash. 2008. The banks will never recover. They did. 2020. The economy is finished. It wasn't. 1987. End of capitalism. Nope. Markets crash. It's what they do. But they also recover. It's what they do. The uncomfortable truth. Here's what banks don't want you to know. They need you scared of investing. They need you to keep cash in the bank. Why? Because they take your £10,000 at 1.8% interest. Then they lend it out as mortgages at 5%, business loans at 8%, credit cards at 25%. They're making £800 to £2,500 a year profit on your money. You're making £180 and losing £350 to inflation. You're literally paying them to rob you. Remember, we just showed you the dumbest way to invest. All your money, one asset, worst possible timing, and it still beat the bank account. In reality, you wouldn't do it this way. You'd split it across different investments. You'd invest monthly, 50 quid a month, not lump sums. That way, when the crash comes, you're buying cheap shares with that month's 50 quid. But the point stands. Even investing badly beats saving safely. The crash you're afraid of? It's already happening. It's called inflation. And it's robbing you every single day your money sits in that bank account. Start small, 20 quid a month. Set it and forget it. In 5 years, you'll thank yourself. Comment below. What's the real reason you're not investing?